Bobby, let's finish up, buddy. You and I, we've known each other for years. What advice would you give somebody that's thinking about getting into small business? Because, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but I bet you will. Small business has changed, man. I mean, what it used to be, it's a lot more challenging now than it used to be. Talk just a little bit about that. What advice would you give somebody for that?
Just really think it out and plan your financial plan needs to be in place probably before you start business. That was part of my problem.
Right.
I always started a business and then thought about getting the money to run that business later, and that's where I bring in the wife. She's always advised, do this, get the money first and then do it, and I've always done that backwards. So my thing is just get financial planning before you do it.
Well, and you went through this. Talk a little bit about how you had to go out and find investors and sort of put a group of investors together so that you can expand your business into this estate liquidators. Talk a little bit about that process and doing that, because it's not an easy thing to do.
No, OPM's what I call it. Other people's money is very dangerous. And again, my wife has always put me down on that one, doesn't like it. But sometimes you have to use other capital to operate a business, and, that's part of taking a risk. You got to trust yourself and hope for the best.
And the good news is that a lot of that was because of some success.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You needed money to keep going.
Yeah, exactly, because your growth grows faster than what you think it should grow.
Well, I mean, the truth is, in your business, your product really is cash.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. What I tell people, your wife and I agree, and that is that partners are just expensive money. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But unfortunately, sometimes you've got to have that expensive money.
That's right. Yeah, and going outside and finding it takes time, and you got to have a good business plan too.
Right.
And I never had put one together until the last 3 or 4 years, and you put a business plan together, it changes things because you got a record or a track that this person can look and see if you're on track.
Well, because you are one of our small business advisory board members, and talk about doing some of those things, because you're the old school business guy. There was no business plan. It was, hey man, I'm gonna open up in the morning, and today I'm a business. Talk about how some of these formalized processes have actually really helped you make better decisions.
Well, if you can look at a business and work it and make sure you're making money. But when you look at a financial statement and it tells you where you're making money, it makes a world of difference. And learning that, looking at percentages, okay, am I down here or am I up there? Why? It tells you why real quick.
I'm getting tears in my eyes.
Yeah, well, thank you, Joe. You and Wayne have totally helped me with that. And I never had done it, and if you don't have those percentages, that's where it comes from. But
Well, and the truth is, what you're talking about is old school used to be, do I got money in the bank? Because if I got money in the bank, things might be okay. The problem is you could have more money in the bank, or the fact is you could have money in the bank, but you have liabilities. So not all that's really yours.
No.
And without the P&L with the percentages, you really can't figure that out. No. Bobby, do me a favor. If there's somebody listening that's got an estate that they would like someone to come by and talk to about possibly liquidating for them, how can they reach you?
Well, you can reach us through the web at memoriesestate.liquidators.com, or you can give me a call. Our phone number is listed on the website. And email memoriesestate.liquidators@gmail.com. And just remember that it is estate sales, too. I emphasize tag sales. Estate sales bring a better market.
Right.
They bring a better value to the customer when you advertise an estate sale instead of a tag sale.
What's the difference between estate sale and tag sale?
There's not much difference. It's just the estate is brings the prestige to a better quality of product, because sometimes the tag sale people think it's a glorified yard sale.
Right.
It's truly not. An estate sale has good quality antiques, furniture, modern items that are not dollar items.
It's kind of the motivation for doing it, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And Lori's really good at that.
Well, we'll get ready to talk Lori in a second. Give me your website one more time.
memoriesestate.liquidators.com.
Bobby, thank you, my friend.